appreciate you guys tuning in. The Tastemakers podcast begins in 5 minutes. Make sure not to go nowhere, because Quote, Brina, Trisha, and Corey, also known as the Tastemakers, will be with you in 5 minutes. Thanks for sticking with us. Oh snap, you still here. Listen, in less than 3 minutes, the Tastemakers pod will be on and popping. Don't miss Bree, Quote, Trish, and Corey talking about the hottest topics in culture. Again, less than 3 minutes. Make sure to stick with us.
Tastemakers.
Classic. We do more than make a living, we make a life. When everything is dark, we are the light. We are the tastemakers. Aight. Let tomorrow tell the stories that we make tonight.
I told y'all, patience is a virtue. This is what perseverance will get you. In just 60 seconds, you will be live with the Tastemakers pod. Again, appreciate you guys tuning in, and we'll see you soon.
For the new tastemakers, sommeliers came out to play. Classics in the current day. For the movers and shakers, for the new tastemakers, sommeliers came out to play. Classics in the current day.
The beat breaker. Tastemakers.
Wagwan, brethren.
Wagwan, brethren.
Wagwan.
What's going on?
Rude grab.
Listen. Trisha Bell in the chat. What's up, Trish?
You heard? Yeah.
Trisha, while you're there, make sure to like and not like and subscribe. Make sure to share. Tell people, tell a neighbor, tell a friend. You know what I mean? That we out here. Send it out to that group chat.
Like your
all them people.
What if you don't rock with
do
your
all
neighbors?
that. Yes. What up, fam? What up? What up? So listen, we just kind of getting in the groove. You know what I mean? It's another Tastemakers pod. Appreciate you guys joining us tonight. You know how we do every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Listen, that be your girl Kiera right there.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
That's light skinned Corey. That be Brina, and they call me quote. And yeah, we got a live show for y'all tonight. Y'all know how it is. It's the Tastemakers pod. Make sure to like, subscribe, do all the things. Take the time right now just to share this with everybody. Like for real. Like you could go on the Twitter streets, take out taste at Tastemakerspod, retweet, share, do all the joint. You could actually go to Instagram at Tastemakerspod. You could put in your stories. You could share it to other people's DMs. You could do that. Listen, I'm actually going to post this joint on Facebook. I don't think I really utilize Facebook for the Tastemakers pod.
Who be on the Facebook?
I'm actually
Who be doing that joint?
going to do that too. Say that again?
Who be on the Facebook? Somebody be posting on Facebook.
Truth of the matter is we actually have a lot of people that watch on Facebook. And I really be showing them no love. I don't know if y'all show them any love.
Everybody gets love.
Everybody gets love? Really, Goss?
I show people love.
I've been forgetting about Facebook, to be honest.
Listen, I follow the rule of the Lord, and we have to love everybody, including Kiera's mustache.
Oh, this nigga right here. Okay. That's how it gets started. That's how we start the day. All right.
I'm feeling a little good today. I'm feeling good today.
Can't
That's how we start.
providing Goss with information before we start the show.
Y'all know I don't know how to act. And I'm feeling good today because I secured a bag, so I'm feeling really good.
You do look very lawyerish. You look like you got the.
Listen, I walked up in that thing. As soon as they found out that I knew somebody who knew somebody that knew something about it, it was like, oh, you shook that hand? Oh, all right.
That's what's up. Congrats on securing the bag.
I appreciate you, Key. Okay. I appreciate you.
Well, let's get it going, y'all. Y'all know we got a lot of things popping off, but you know, we always start by just finding out how everybody's been doing, how everybody's week has been, how y'all feeling, and all of that. We will start with Bree. Bree, how your week been?
My week has been good. It's been really productive. I am getting ready to attend 2 tech events next week. Actually doing some AI training. So yeah, going to learn the good side of AI and how it can actually be useful to society instead of destroying intellectual property. But that's that.
What?
Now, are you going to be fine as frogs here while you do it? Because let me tell you what you
crazy.
Should you should absolutely get you some like cute little colorful shift dresses. And because you brown, you look real good in yellow, pink, like a fuchsia pink, and definitely a cobalt blue. And I say throw in a red power suit just so they know not to play with you.
Wait, did you say red and blue? That's kind of fresh.
Not together, like a cobalt blue, and then but like a red, like a solid red.
Wait,
dress.
what's cobalt? Which one is that?
It's like it's a little lighter than navy, so it's like bright. I'm trying to find something that's a cobalt.
Nah, that matches. Red and bright blue matches.
I mean, if you're gonna do red and blue together, it should be navy.
That's the Amelia Bedelia thing.
Powerful color.
I feel that. That's true. My power colors.
Like, yes.
They say the shirt with the stripes on it means power colors.
I mean, listen, all you needed was a red tie. You look like you know how to handle money.
That's a fact.
Shouts out to Charles and Tasha in the chat. I'm just glad that you guys allowed for me to literally not say a word for about 2 or 3 minutes. Y'all are beautiful.
I mean, ain't that what we here for?
We talk.
Amen.
We do.
We here to talk. Let's talk.
Let's talk this talk.
Let me tell you about teach AI while you're snap.
Let me tell you about my weekend.
Get to light skinned Corey in his weekend because I know.
Let me tell you about my weekend.
Now let Corey go first because I'm gonna be just as long winded as Corey today. So go ahead, let Corey go first.
Nah, Key first. Key first. Key, go ahead.
I mean, I'm gonna be a while.
It's cool.
You probably
That quote.
It's just another story about him dragging somebody by the sideburns. Check this out. My week
Ladies
was good,
first.
right? My week was good. My office was defunct for like I came in the other day and none of my lights were cut on, and I was like, the devil is a liar. So I couldn't turn on none of the lights in my office. I couldn't see. I couldn't do working here. So I was sitting at the dining room table, but my dining room chairs are not office chairs, so it was a little uncomfortable. Nevertheless, my week is good. I've been getting work done. Today I had some bomb shrimp and grits, but I am now coming to realization that because I am a slightly older woman, I can't be eating certain foods and then expect to get any productivity done. When I tell you that shrimp and grits had me walking backwards all day today.
Walking backwards?
Yo, I was moving so slow. I was moving backwards. I felt like I was in a Jamiroquai video. You know that drum where he's like going backwards? Like that's how it felt. My whole day felt like a Jamiroquai video.
Had you acting different?
I couldn't get anything done. I was so lethargic. I was like, it was so good, but never again.
It's the carbs. It's the carbs. You got to be careful about them carbs at certain times of the day.
Done, son. Like stick a fork in me, I come out clean done. I barely
do that.
Yes.
Huh? Grits?
Yes. And I had a big old ignorant bowl of them.
You sure it wasn't the shrimp?
I made grits, like regular grits. I make them the way, but then I made like a shrimp Alfredo sauce to go on top of the grits.
Okay.
So I was just done. I was done. I was literally
Shouts out to Charles in the chat. Yeah,
I had my hand over the computer like this for like 30 minutes because I didn't know what I was doing.
This was for breakfast or this was lunch or what?
It was for breakfast.
And you were done the whole day?
I was done for literally like 70% of the day. My body was like,
Hold on. What time did you eat these shrimp and grits? For real?
I ate them at like 9:30.
Nah, Key. That's unacceptable. You can't be done for the day.
If you did this at like 1 or 2 o'clock.
Bruh.
Not even that.
9:30, you're supposed to be able to bounce back from that a little
Your
bit.
body's still burning calories at 9:30.
Apparently my old behind wasn't burning nothing but electricity, okay? Because there was nothing.
Because
you are on, but nobody was home. You hear what I'm saying to you, child? People was talking to me, and I was like, well, I had to keep. I'm not about to go on liquid cocaine so I can survive, though. Quote.
I'm
bang on Jack.
Bang not even good.
Jack.
Quote is that bang is legitimately liquid heroin. We are watching quote shoot up as we speak.
She said I'm an addict. Shout out to
like, all right, I got that. I'm like, yo, we have to find you an alternative.
Don't die early,
start growing other ears and stuff. Like, we don't want that.
Yo, my health is all my levels be right where they need to be. Blood pressure. How much
taurine is in that dry? I know it's taurine in it.
Yeah, I thought you said chlorine.
I first thought you said chlorine too. I'm like, what you think? What I look like Trump over here? Like
drinking pool water.
Anyway, Goss.
Oh, my girl Mel in the chat. Hey, Mel. That's my homegirl Melanie. I'm a MVP management. It's my girl Mel in the chat.
You know
I'm gonna
get Mel, I need you to stand up. I need you to announce your name, what church you're from.
Her name is Melanie. She a boss. She out of Florida. She run a management company. She do event planning, and she got an event coming up. Since you want to be the Segway King, Mr. Sideburns, let me open it up.
Charles. Stop it, Charles.
Is she single? Is she married? We need to know this information.
She is single, yes, but she would she my age, huh? She grown. She good and grown.
We just need to know
between 20s. Quote is entitled to compensation. Quote gonna have mesothelioma after that bang. Listen.
Stop! No, I'm not having any of that. Y'all will not speak. I rebuke
no.
In the name
gonna be like,
of Jesus.
Bang back in 2020.
Yeah, I mean,
listen, y'all. If y'all come in here for the first time and you're speaking in the chat, you must acknowledge who you are. If we don't know you,
that is not necessarily true.
I just told you who she was.
I know. Yeah. I'm talking about for other people that are new that are watching that may want to comment.
So here's the thing, Goss. We like when people speak in the chat.
I don't dislike.
And don't nobody want to give a whole dissertation of their life.
Nope.
Before that,
it's just like church, bro. It's just
without
like church.
Being judged. It's not just like church.
Right, because in church, the pastor
you don't say nigga in church. You don't tell stories about Miami in church.
Yes, I do.
And we sure don't hear about you dragging girls around by their sideburns at church.
Yes, I do. I tell all those stories. So just like in a black church, when you stand up, you first got to say,
Negro, you got to turn the mic off on it, testimony service, because he gonna talk.
First and foremost, you want to give honor to God, who's the head of your life.
Litany.
And then after that, tell us your age, your sex, and location.
What? That sounds
startling.
Your
location and
no, it doesn't. That's like what you gotta do.
Don't
act like on MySpace, y'all weren't giving out the age, sex, and location.
I was in the middle of my speech. Bearded Wonder, can I finish talking?
Okay, go ahead. You're still
Not
going.
you, Bearded Wonder. This bald headed brother right here.
Go ahead.
So listen, my week was wonderful, and I am preparing for an upcoming event. Right, so I'm hosting this really cool event. It's a group. It's basically a women-led, run group. So it's called the Diamond Riders. It's like by this company called the Diamond Riders Collective. They have an event out in, I want to say it's not Smyrna, Snellville. And I'm going to be hosting, which means all this is going to be in there, acting a fool, having fun, introducing the people, celebrating.
They don't even know what they signed up for.
Listen, Mel know what she signed up for. Mel has known me since I was 17. Mel know exactly what she signed up for. So I asked her what she sure when she, I was like, you want me to?
Yo, this picture is taking me out.
She said, yeah. I said, okay. Just know this is how it starts. And so so they're actually
what is the picture giving, Goss? What is it giving? what's it giving, Goss?
You got divorced first lady vibes.
It does give divorced first lady.
What vibes. This picture? My picture? Don't do that. Don't do that. First of all, we've already discussed it. I would never be a first lady.
And you staring at the new pastor like, hey.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
First of all, I would never be a first lady. We have already talked about how I could not be a pastor's wife.
We know.
I still got hands.
We know.
And so, and they be playing it. People be playing in pastors' wives' faces, and I will be like, "Did you think that was cute, young lady?"
Maverick Mama Enterprises. That's kind of
yes. See, these are things you don't know because you don't follow me. You too busy dragging girls around by their sideburns. So it's an event. They're having
you gotta chill. People don't know what you're talking about.
You talked about my mustache.
Speaking of dragging girls around by their sideburns,
people don't think that I'm Jonathan Majors out here. You gotta relax.
I mean, if you gained a little weight. So listen. So the event is on the 21st of May. It starts at 2. I believe it's from 2 to 6. They're having a book release party. They're celebrating their latest anthology that's coming out. Pull up. They got vendors. They got good food. They got like African inspired and Black inspired clothing and articles. It's gonna be a good time, and I'm gonna be there. Plus, there's a lot of really good talks, like professional led talks about empowerment and womanhood and writing and getting to the bag and all that. So pull up, go to diamondriders.com/events. Get you a ticket, and there's a sale today on tickets. So the VIP tickets are 30% off, but you got to go to the the Hustle and Shine podcast to get the code.
How much tickets cost?
Definitely.
The VIP tickets are $50, I want to say, and it comes with priority seating, a guest bag, and a copy of the anthology that you can get signed by all the writers who will be in the building that day as well.
Is Trisha going?
She probably is because I'm hosting, and I'm gonna be this, but with a beat face and high heels on, and maybe some see-through pants. Maybe not, but
whoa!
I'm
you gotta relax.
My butt gonna be covered.
You gotta chill, bro.
Okay,
pants is crazy.
So listen,
I just realized what that sound like.
Maverick gonna be like, "Mama."
I bet. Okay, never mind. Forget it. Goss, how was your week?
Sierra. Okay, Sierra. Listen. Listen. So, Goss, how was
So listen, my weekend was phenomenal. It was incredible. It was marvelous.
Shout out to Becoming Her.
It was, what's another word I want to use? Another adjective. It was sensational. If my weekend was a basketball game, the commentator, what's his name, dude, who'd be like, bang! He would be bang all weekend for every single event that happened during my weekend.
Bang, bang, bang.
No, if I could have weekends like this, like I had last weekend, every single weekend, my life would be a movie. What it already is, but my life would be.
I saw your pics on Insta. You was Harlem shaking. You had shades on at nighttime, drinking in hand. I said, "This thing can't you see?" But he Harlem shaking. Go ahead.
First of all, it was water. It wasn't a drink.
It was water. I could account for that.
So boom, Friday, I drove to Ohio because I wanted to go see my Buckeyes play. They had the spring game popping off, and it's a real big deal in Columbus, and I've never been. So I wanted to go through there. So I went through there, got to spend time with my dad for a little bit. driving all day, got there at night, and then woke up, went to the game, and then drove back same day to Virginia because I had to be back here. Saturday, oh no, it was Saturday. Sunday, I had to go preach at this church out in this area called Chesterfield, and that went super dope. Yo, preaching at black church is fun, yo.
Of course, they respond. It's like a call and response going on.
True.
White people respond to churches too. They just don't respond like black people.
They wait till they see you outside the foyer, and then they tell you.
3 nods and a thumbs up is the same as a talk, man. Talk. That's the same.
Nah, you just got to teach them how to respond because they don't do it innately. Like you got to teach them.
God,
you know what I'm saying?
I can't. It's the worst. It's like crickets, yo. I can't do it.
No,
you got to teach them from the black folks.
That's how you know you're hitting it. White people hit you with the
That's true.
Is that what they do? I guess I'm over hitting because they don't be hitting me with no silence.
What's up, diamonds in the building? All the diamonds in the building. What's up, y'all? Go ahead.
Because like Matt Chandler, since he came back from his scandal, his church be live now. Like I was listening to his podcast. His church, they be yelling and screaming now, and they be letting women preach. It's all kind of stuff. They be going crazy.
Shouts out to Junior and Life in the chat. Shouts out to Judon in the chat.
You know, Legacy said you need to go to a snake handler church. I don't know if that's what you want either.
Nah, I'm good on that.
He told me you quote.
I definitely don't need to do that. So Sunday, I went in the morning and I preached over at that church, and then I drove straight to my album release party. And the album release party was super dope. You know what I'm saying? Like Richmond really F's with me, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm happy about that, yo. Because like as a promoter, you always nervous when you invite people to stuff.
Whatever you did to make your lighting better, stay right there.
You know what I'm saying? So it's interesting because I always don't like throwing events that are focused on me because I'm scared nobody's gonna come. But like, yeah, yo, it was sold out. It was a dope crowd. Yeah. Now, the downside of it being sold out was that the owner of the restaurant didn't believe that I was going to sell it out. So, you know, they weren't prepared. They weren't prepared for everybody that was there. So there were some hiccups when it came to.
So you know who had to make a run to CVS.
All right, so let me tell you what happened.
Sprite and drinks and all that.
Let me tell you what happened. So I hate to throw a black business under the bus, but it'd be like that sometimes.
Don't throw them under the bus. They wasn't ready for you guys. They just
I'm just not gonna say their name. But I'll tell y'all the story.
No, you got to throw them under the bus because they did some shady stuff the night before too. But anyway,
they did. So I'm gonna tell y'all the story real fast. So I had booked the venue 2 months in advance, right? And I said, "Yo, you feel me? Like, how much does it cost to rent your venue?" They told me the price. I said, "Bang, boom, bam, let's do it. Book me." So they booked it. So then I had a conversation again because they wanted to do some more events, like a every Sunday brunch, and they wanted my brunch to be the kickoff of it. So I said, "All right, we'll talk about it, but let's just get through this first event first." So we really hadn't talked since the first day I booked the venue. The night before I booked the venue, they called me and they're like, "Hey, so we got this poetry thing the same day as your event, and we want to throw some poetry in the middle of your performance." I'm like, "No, that wasn't part of the agreement." And they were asking me questions that we agreed on already that were on paper. So I had to screenshot them the agreement that we had because they was trying to do some extra stuff. So I was like, "No, we're not doing none of that extra stuff that y'all said because here's the agreement. This is what we're doing." Right. So they finally saw it my way. It was like, "All right, we'll do the poetry stuff after your event." Right. So, all right. So boom. So we get to the venue. So I put that first fire out. Now, the next day, I get to the venue, you know, I get there, and as I'm about to go on, it's probably like 5 minutes from me going on. They said, "Hey, we weren't expecting this many people. Can you go out and get us some food and go out and get us some drinks? Because we don't have any."
They ran out of drinks.
What?
And they were running out of food.
Yes.
And this place is overpacked.
Hey, Rel.
Out of
Shout
control.
out to Rel in the chat.
So now I'm the artist. You don't ask the artist who's renting space for you to go get food. Like, I'm not the production manager. I'm not in charge of catering. I'm literally the artist about to perform, and they want me to go out. So luckily, Quote was there. Quote went and handled it for me. But nobody ate for real. Like, I didn't see nobody eating. And the whole theme of the thing was brunch on Sunday. That's the name of my album, Brunch on Sunday. So I wanted to have a restaurant to serve food, to serve brunch, and then they eat while they watch me perform. So they messed up my whole thing. You feel me? But luckily, nobody, or from what I saw, nobody was really upset. It was just kind of, all right, this is what it is type thing. We just glad that we here to support you type feel. I felt the love that day for sure. So it felt good. The show performance part of it was super dope. I felt like, and man, oh man, the shorties was in there. Woo-wee! They was up in that thing. I said, wait a minute. I said, yo, this one's crazy. So as I'm talking, one particular woman of God catches my eye.
Uh-huh.
And
Actually,
I'm talking to DJ Quote.
I'm on the bench, right? Y'all know I'm married. I'm out the game, but I was scouting for your boy. When he saw her, I saw her. I was like, nigga. like, listen.
One
shout out to your wingman. Shout out to your wingman.
One mighty woman of God that caught my eye, and I looked at Quote and said, "Yo, did you see her?" Quote said, "Yeah, I saw her." I said, "Nah, I gotta go get that real quick. Hold on a second. I gotta go get that. Let me go. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Because clearly she's there for me. She's not there. You know what I'm saying? Like clearly she came to see the kid."
Shout out to B+ in the chat.
So I make my way over there. You know what I'm saying? And you feel me? And she's all like, let's take a picture. Let's take some video. She's in fan mode. You know what I'm saying?
Goss finessed this nicely. He finessed this on some 2023.
I mean,
it was a beautiful 2023 dating type stuff that he finessed it. Go ahead, tell him what you did. Tell him what you did.
So I want to show y'all the pictures, but I'll keep that private.
Yeah, keep that.
But
yeah. Let's do that.
So we taking pictures, you know what I'm saying? We talking a little bit, you feel me? Like, we kind of keying, as they say, you feel me? So I know I'm in there. I'm like, oh, this is about to be easy. I'm about to bag today, right now, 2 seconds.
And bag in his term means bag means get the number.
Get the number.
Okay?
Get the number.
That's what his bag means. My bag means something different. Go ahead.
I mean, we gathered that quote. The only person who's been a husband for 750 years is you. So continue.
So now we have moved outside to take pictures because we did a whole photo shoot now. So now we on the photo shoot vibes. Feel me? So I tell her about like, yo, something in the water's coming up. Like with the Kirk Franklin and Ty Tribbett and Lecrae.
You know
what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, we should go to this. It's free. It's on the beach. What? So she's like, yo.
He giving his update.
That's what we do.
At least he kept the picture. He cuffed the picture, and that's a lot for Corey. So continue.
Mm-hmm. I put the picture on Instagram. So I don't see what's wrong with that. So,
continue.
So she agrees to that, and then everybody chills out for a little bit. She actually stayed for the Derek Minor joint too. So like she's really into Christian hip hop. So she stayed because Derek Minor had an album release. I mean, a listening party right after I did at the same venue. Oh, and Derek said my album was phenomenal and that he'd been waiting for an album like mine for years. That's a little side note. So.
We love it. Well, a lot of people have been saying like in the Patreon group chat, they've been all saying
group chat. Look at that. You tell me there's a Patreon group chat?
It's a Patreon. And the folks in the Patreon group chat been saying Goss's album is fire. So I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. So yeah, all right. So that's a little side note. So we leave, we go to this because there was no food at the place that we were at to eat. So we go across the street to this Mexican rooftop and we have a good time. My drunk friend comes through. That was a whole nother story.
That was hilarious. What did we end up finding out what he did to himself?
Nobody knows.
Dude walks in half drunk, bleeding. Like, what did you do? And then we're sitting there with a couple nurses, right? So they're like, hold up. They go right into nurse mode. It's like, dude,
not drunk and bleeding, sir. Did you feel your life force leaving your body, or you just want another drink?
He was drunk and bleeding. But I knew he was drunk because he called me and it was like, "Yo, where y'all at? I'm about to come through." I was like, "This dude is drunk," but this makes for a good story. So yeah, come on. So he did that. But then after the next or that night, I'm thinking like, "Yo, I gotta follow up with Shorty. Like, I gotta lock this in." So I was like, "Yo, let's go get tacos tomorrow." You feel me? So she's like, "Yeah, of course, let's go get tacos," and then sends me the hug emoji. You know what I'm saying? Like
you use the keyword. You know, girls love tacos. You know, girls love tacos. This nigga's not slick,
is
yo.
That the end? It's taco. Hey, fellas, the password is tacos.
You know, girls love tacos.
So y'all know.
Listen. So Monday comes, and I show up to the restaurant an hour early on accident because I messed the time up. So we weren't supposed to have dinner until 6:30. I get there at 5:30. I'm not sure what I looked at, but I looked at the wrong time. So I get there at 5:30. I'm thinking she stood me up. I'm like, hold on.
No, that's a given. Sorry.
I'm like, ain't no way she stood me up. She was way too excited, and I was way too excited in that whole entire situation for her to stand me up. So I text her and like, yo, the chips are getting cold, yo. Like LOL, you know what I'm saying? And she's like, yo, the dinner's not till 6:30. I thought you said. I said, oh, you right. It is at 6:30. So now I look crazy because I'm in the restaurant for an hour by myself just eating chips in Shirley Temples. But it's all good. I told the waiter what happened. I said, hey, I'm sorry. But I got to stay here for an hour. I'm not leaving. Like, yeah, I'm not leaving, bro.
There you go, Tiffany. Yeah,
I like it. I like it.
All right, so then she's 30 minutes late. So I'm there for an hour and a half.
30 minutes late is normal. You were the one who showed up an hour early. That ain't her fault.
No, if we had dinner scheduled for 6:30, you get there at 7. That's a little disrespectful.
Do you want her to look like a snack or a meal? Huh?
So that's the question. Did she look like a snack or a meal?
That's not why she was 30 minutes late.
Mm-hmm. Continue. Okay. That's what she told you.
She lived across the water, she was telling me, and she was hanging out with her dad, and then she lost track of time.
Oh, across the water? Like in my area?
No,
please we got
a river in Richmond too. We got a James River. So if you live on if you live on the other side of the James, that's across the water.
Oh,
yes. So I was a little turned off by that. She was 30 minutes late for our date. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but it was cool though. We ate tacos, we talked, we kikied. But that 30 minutes is making me upset. It's bothering me, yo.
Miss Legacy said she loved her daddy. That's a plus.
That is true. But we'll see what happens at something in the water. You know what I'm saying? But my weekend was amazing. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Mel said her dad or her dad.
So listen.
What you mean? What you trying to say?
I had a bomb weekend that I would love to tell you all about, but we now no longer have any time to do that. So let's keep it moving. Listen.
Bree got a weekend. Bree got a weekend.
Bree is already talked. Bree was the first one.
Sure did.
Yeah,
my bad, Bree.
Come on. Yeah, look. Listen. So we got these topics for y'all tonight. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Make sure to hit a like button. Do that for us. The like button tells the YouTube algorithm to do things and send it all out to everybody. Tell them it's hot. It's worth checking out. Yeah. Share, like, subscribe, do all the things. You know what I'm saying?
One more thing. So the church, I'm sorry, y'all. The church I was preaching at. So peep, this is crazy. The church I was preaching at, the pastor of that church, his daughter came up to me and said, yo, you used to date my 3rd grade teacher.
Like, what? How old is this chick? What is happening right now? This is getting really different.
She's like 21, something like now. She's like 21 or 22.
Wait, how old? Wait. So you dated wait.
Crazy.
What did the Marcus Houston
dated her 3rd grade teacher, and you currently are in your 30s? Explain
what's wrong. Explain what? I don't see what's wrong.
So 21. So I mean, she would have been like, yeah, the math works.
Is it? Is the math mathing? Because
he
got here. Corey was born in like the 90s.
He was born in the 90s, but it do be feeling like he born in the 90s.
Yo, so I was blown. I was like, wait, what? So she was like, yeah, I can remember when y'all were dating. Like, I was in 3rd grade. I was like, yo.
We're getting old.
That's crazy.
So
Corey's the youngest person on this podcast.
He is. Which means you're really old. As a matter of fact, you're the oldest person on this
and my knees are still better than yours, okay? And my knees are still better than yours. All right?
Don't let Quote talk to you like that, Key.
Listen, we got these topics, y'all. We're going to talk about your man Chance the Rapper and what he's doing at Carnival.
Carnival.
We're going to talk about Charles Stanley and, of course, him going on to glory. We're going to talk about, of course, married couples who want to live in separate houses. Shouts out to Rel. And then we're going to talk about Ralph Yarl, of course, the unfortunate situation with the young man who was shot. And then we'll be talking about, like, I'm seeing all these videos with these kids fighting their teachers. Let's talk about it. But before we talk about all that, y'all know how we do. It's the memes of the week.
I definitely got caught.
Yeah. Memes. What we got, Bree?
All right, this first one is mine. The smoke detector broke, so if I hear this bad boy popping in the middle of the night, it's time to leave.
Oh, snap.
Listen, bro, that is some, that's some like
so ghetto.
That's like not only ghetto, that's little rednecks too. Like that's like ghetto redneck. Yeah,
I don't get it.
What you mean?
If the popcorn bag popping, then
if it's a fire,
if it's a fire, they will be popping. The popcorn will be popping. We know to get out of here because the smoke detector ain't working. Right. That is wild. That is wild. What we got next?
Okay, this one is Corey's.
Listen, that's John recording scripture that he was faster than Peter. So facto.
Wow, he did say that. What was when John was like? What did he say? Something like, "We were going, and then but I got that." What did he say?
Something like that. Yeah.
Something like he got to the tune first.
He was like, "That nigga John is slow. I'm the fastest nigga in the Bible, and all y'all can't beat me in Jesus' name."
Listen, yes, this is my corny meme. I just love a good cornball joint. Says, "Excuse me, I ordered a dozen bees, but you gave me 13. She responds, "Well, that's a freebie."
The reason why
and then at the bottom, the little dog is like, "She's a keeper." She's a keeper at the bottom. The little dog. Yeah, it's like a keeper. Yeah. It's a good cornball joint. I enjoyed it. So it made me laugh. I'm corny.
That's even bad for you, bro. That's even bad for you.
No. It's corny. I love a good corny joint. This is like
it's corny.
This has been a husband for 750 years and a dad for 749. This is what we get.
That's true.
Yeah. Well, all right. What's the last meme?
That's a terrible.
All right. Last meme is Kiera's.
So if you ever been, this how it go.
Okay. You're not gonna believe this. Tell me why I done witnessed an almost murder. Yes, girl. I was up in Mariah, right? You know it's real beautiful, exquisite views. Yeah, so I was over there trying to just partake in God's creation on the mountaintop. When I just heard some ruckus, I turned and look, and it's Abraham. Everybody know Abraham, he the father of faith, right? I'm like, oh, look at him and his son Isaac. A little father-son time. So cute. And girl, it went from cute to crazy with a quickness. Abraham done got his son on a whole altar. Yes, girl, I thought it was a cute father-son moment. No, it was a sacrifice moment. Girl, when I tell you I was shooken, then all of a sudden I just started hearing this voice. And it was God. And he said, all right, shut it down. Turned out God was just testing Abraham. But, you know, my homegirl, Ramisha, she around. She took off running because they don't play that. I ain't never really seen her again, but I thank God Isaac alive.
Bro, they should have never gave us the internet or iPhones or nothing, bro.
That's essentially what me teaching a Bible study looks like. And anybody who has ever been to Bible study with me would absolutely know. That's pretty much what it looks like.
I hate it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was hilarious.
Yes. Good. And the winner for the best meme of the night was, of course, my corny bee story. Didn't you guys all enjoy the bees and the freebie and she's a keeper?
Who told you that?
You enjoy that?
No one told you that. That was not.
You didn't like it?
No. Who said those things to you?
Listen, all right, guys. So let's keep it moving. Y'all know how we do. It's the Tastemakers Pod. Make sure to like and subscribe. Do all the things. Please do them now. It costs you nothing. It means the world to us. Just hit the like button. hit the subscribe button. Return. We're here every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. And if you really love us, Kiara, tell them what to do.
Y'all need to join the Patreon, and I'm going to tell you why. All the stories about Corey dragging girls around in the sideburns, Patreon.
In the
Corey's night in Miami, Patreon.
In the Patreon.
All the talks we can't have on the internet streets because we would either get demonetized or banned, Patreon.
Patreon. Yeah.
There are 3 tiers if you would look to your to the side of the screen. There's a thank you, which of course entitles you to the Tastemakers group chat, which be lit, influence the show topics, and 15% off merch. If you get the good looking out package, which is $12.99 a month, you get all of those things. Plus, you get to come to the monthly game night. If it's a Bible game, you ain't finna win. Brina finna beat the brakes off all y'all. I'm just telling you.
That's kind of how it works.
Know people names in the Bible that I ain't never heard these people. Who did we learn about? The boy who fell. I didn't even know that man, the man who fell out the window and broke his neck. I didn't know his name, but Brina know it. If you join the Kinfolk package, you get all of those things plus live Zoom Q&As and VIP tickets to Domination, which is coming up this summer. You'll hear more about that from Quote and Corey. And so join the Patreon. The group chat be lit. We have all of the things. And I'm in the group chat. And I'm the resident troublemaker. So you know it's going to be litty. Join.
Yeah.
Listen, $19.99 divided by 30. You spend more than that on Starbucks. Huh?
Niggas go to Starbucks still?
Yes, people go to Starbucks still. Mm-hmm. I buy cake pops at Starbucks all the time. And the cake pop is $3.
Starbucks.
Hey, yo.
Listen. So please do all the things with the Patreon. Join us in the group chat. It's a wild place full of crazy questions and a bunch of memes. It's always good to be in the group chat. Yeah. Listen, so let's get on to these topics. You know what, Bria, I'll let you go ahead and start off here. Okay. Let us know what happened here.
Let's be honorable.
Oh man, the GOAT.
So Dr. Charles Stanley.
I love that white man.
Was senior pastor of First Baptist in Atlanta for over 50 years. He passed away on Tuesday at 90 years old. Well-beloved Bible teacher, family man. I was really heartbroken when I saw this. I was really sad. So what do you guys think? What kind of impact did he have on y'all?
Fam, this is the GOAT, bro. Mm-hmm. This is like TD Jakes to white people. Mm-hmm. This is like
facts.
This is like the dude in Atlanta that like had a mega church but ain't have one scandal in his life.
That part.
Like, this dude was like the precedent of when it came to sound doctrine and when it came to like the beginning of practical teaching. I feel like, and I feel like he was practical teaching before it was cool to not be deep and just talk about the Bible the way that it is. Feel me? So like, so I go to a church that is the sister churches and the network churches of Andy Stanley, which is his son. Feel me? So
shout out to Mo.
So this is like, this is reverberating. I mean, of course, around the world, in church world, that's really a big deal. Mm-hmm. But for us personally, in the irresistible church network, this is a big deal. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because like, this is like, the granddaddy bishop. You feel me? So, and then I can remember growing up on Charles Stanley and In Touch Ministries, my mom and dad used to listen to him all the time. So before I even knew who Andy Stanley was, I knew about his daddy because we listened to his joints along with Focus on the Family and all that stuff. My family was super Republican when we first started growing up. You know what I'm saying? And then it got kind of switched. But so like, he was super dope, Like I can remember some teachings that he had and then watching him on TV. And then, bro, that's a huge loss for the kingdom.
Facts. I think, basically what you're saying, we're going to feel the weight. We'll in the coming months, we'll of course feel the weight of his loss. But I mean, the fact that he's never had a scandal, the fact that he lived to the age of 90, the fact that he's so solid, like he never said nothing crazy about women. He never said nothing. He never came for Beth Moore's neck. He never said nothing crazy about women in ministry. Like he's never done anything shady. Even in that picture, he just looks so wholesome. He's always been so wholesome. In the picture, he just like obediently like, I'll be in a second, Jesus. Let me just take this picture right quick. Like he just so He's so like, yeah. So we're gonna feel the weight of his loss in the coming months. I was talking to somebody today. I was like, I don't know if Andy gonna give us what Charles gave us. I don't know if Big Andy gonna be able to give us what his daddy was giving us.
He's on the path though. Andy's holding it down.
Is he? Okay.
What? Yeah. North Point is popping.
Mm-hmm. It's not too far from me. I've never been.
I've been a few times.
Bree.
Yeah, I mean, I just remember like when I was a kid, hearing his voice on Christian radio, watching him on TV. My grandmother, loved listening to him. So it's like he's just always been a staple when you think about Christian preachers. So, I mean, he's definitely going to be missed. So, yeah.
That's what it is. Definitely, listen, job well done. You know what I mean? And I hope he hears the same at the gates. Yeah. Definitely condolences. There we go. And prayers for his family just in this time. He lived a long life, affected millions. As everybody's saying, just a sound teacher. And so, shouts out. Good job for sure.
Yeah.
Well done. Definitely. Well done, my good and faithful servant.
He went on to his reward, huh?
Hey.
My.
Listen.
Y'all think Jesus really gonna say that?
What, that he went on to his reward? Oh,
no, like well done.
It's in the Bible, Pastor. Yeah.
But what if he just don't like say it, but just let you in? Like, do you still like do y'all want him to say it?
I don't think
like I'm in the gates.
He just hit you with the nod and
say well done. It's like he's knocking in the back door.
And then Jesus be like,
do y'all want the well done or do y'all want to get in?
I just want to make it in, yo.
I feel like Jesus would affirm us. He's not gonna hit you with the he's not gonna do that.
Quote I was thinking about, but
I feel
no. I'm saying the literal words, well done, my good and faithful servant. Like, what if he says, yo, my man, you in here, bro? But are y'all like looking forward to like the actual words?
Whether he says, well done, that's what's up, my man, 100 grand, whatever he says, right. I need him to say it while he dap me and then pulls me through the gate. That's what I want.
I low-key
I don't want him to be like, hey,
I low-key want that well done, though.
But the elevator's over there. Like, I don't want that.
If Jesus says that I did well, like, I low-key want that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I love low-key.
You don't want a well.
We all want that affirmation. I guess. For real. We all want that affirmation without a shot of a doubt. But if I just get it in. I mean, I'm just, hey,
like you don't need the actual words.
I'd be all right with that too.
I'm gonna ask to see his hand.
Judah
that's what I'm saying.
He gonna be like, come on, nigga. Come here.
Come on. Oh, goodness gracious.
Just curious.
Listen. But yeah, so no, that's definitely what it is. Definitely, again, definitely shouts out to a life well lived and from what we can see from the outside looking in. And that is what it is. Definitely dope there. Kiera, what's popping off with your girl Rel in the Patreon chat? And then I think Rel got to talking, and who was going? I think Trisha responded, and I think Tasha was like, maybe I think I like this too. What's going on?
The Saints want to get married and live in separate houses. Now, I'm not judging that the Saints want to get married and live in separate houses. I'm saying, as for me and my house, if I roll over at 3 a.m. and say, hey, sir, your wife has need of you, I don't want to have to drive across town to meet the need. Hey, okay, we need to live under the same roof. I don't know why. I guess I'll ask, like, why do you want to live in another house?
So shouts out to Rel. Rel gave a great dissertation as to why she felt this way.
Rel said she didn't post it. Rel said, I did not do that.
She's joking, right? Like we've got the evidence. Rel, don't make us screen capture, okay? Don't make us screen capture, okay?
She said next door. I mean,
Rel did say next door. She did.
She's
like, quote, what happens in the Patreon stays in the Patreon.
I'm just saying, if I wake up and I say, sir, listen, I don't want to have to put on my coat to come across the street at 3 a.m. or come to the next house. I don't care if there's a bridge connecting the houses. I want to roll over. Hello, brethren. How go on, baby? You ready, love?
Nah, bro.
Wake up, man. Wake up, young man. It's time to perform. We have to crack the headboard. It's time to perform, young man. Wake up. Wake up. I'm not walking across the house to do that. I'm not leaving my house to do that.
Okay, so there was a video that set this up. Rel is right. But like I said, your girl Rel was all in. Let's catch that video real quick.
That's why I'm an advocate of living together before you get married.
I'm a big advocate for not living together ever, even if you're married.
Really?
I think.
Let me hear this.
I think one of the biggest reasons people get divorced and relationships break up is because of this cohabiting bullshit that we've come to believe is the way relationships are supposed to be.
I'm going to recommend a relationship with Robin Quivers for you.
Oh my God!
No, but you understand what I'm saying.
Another person who doesn't want to live with anybody.
No, but
yes,
you know what I'm saying? And that's good. But that's what I'm saying. That's good for you. You cannot tell me that everyone was designed to live the same way.
Not everyone.
And that's why I'm saying our intimacy can be expressed in different ways.
What's going to happen with you? I wonder.
I don't know. And that's what's beautiful.
Listen. So Trisha was quick to be like, nah, in the chat. But listen, Rel made some good points. It don't work for me, but Rel made some good points. You know what I mean? She was like, listen, it could be two houses right next door. You know what I mean? Like one house, my house, would be the immaculate, clean house with the vibe, you know what I mean? With the feng shui, all of the above, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then she was like, the fellas, which, you know, her husband and her kids could be in the next joint because men be acting up and men don't know how to keep no house clean a lot of times and whatnot.
Baby,
I see what you're saying.
I'll teach you how to keep a house clean. I will incentivize a clean house. We're going to keep this house clean. I'll incentivize.
More women need to incentivize a clean house.
Yes, I'm going to incentivize.
Shout out to you on that one, Keith. You know what I mean? Like, I might, you know, I'm hey. You know what I mean?
I'm just
saying. Hey. So, Listen. Rel said, yes, I live in a trap house with these ninjas. She said they don't care about no incentive.
But then why get married? Why get married if you're going to live in separate houses?
Well, I think the partnership and the commitment and stuff is still, you know, whatever. You know, but she just, I mean, obviously it's not like Rel needs her space. And she likes her space to be a certain way.
Get a woman cave.
And like I said, where Tasha at? Because Tasha was like, yo, I feel this too. And Tasha got quiet too in the chat.
Get a woman cave. And
she posted this. She posted this, I think, originally. This was her post.
Yeah, I've spoken to Tasha. Tasha's definitely for the married but separate house situation.
Exactly. I know Tasha.
That's not how it works, bro. That's not how it works at all. If you marry, you're going to see me every day. And you're gonna listen to me, and you're gonna
see me every day and twice on Sunday.
Huh? Tasha posted.
You're gonna get
Tasha
this
was the original
breath,
poster.
and you're gonna get these dirty drawers laying on the bed, and you're gonna get all that.
Do not leave your dirty drawers on the bed.
Dirty drawers on the bed.
Listen, there's a rule in this house. If it's not where it's supposed to be, I assume you don't want it.
Nah,
yo, put it in the trash.
That. Nah, F that. So
if your drawers ain't in the hamper, they go in the trash.
But if I mean,
we out here commando.
Tiffany said, "I'm getting me a she shed."
Yo, it's unbiblical.
The kids get out of house. The kids get out of house.
It's unbiblical not to live together.
Is it unbiblical for real?
Yes. The two become one.
That up with scripture. Well, that's
the two become one.
Spiritually.
Is that a geographical?
You had a more solid argument.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Nah, for y'all to say it's not geographical is crazy.
Listen, yes, and I think Rel with more space, because she's mentioning now, she's like, because Rel up in the townhouse, you know what I mean? She's like, I be needing my space. I'm in this townhouse. I think with a bigger joint. Listen.
I mean, essentially, that's the marriage we're in right now. But whatever.
Said Jesus wiped us up and went to heaven. I was like, deuces, I'm going to be with my father.
Right, I'm going to be with my father. I'm going to live with my daddy. When you're ready, you come live with us.
Then he sent the Holy Spirit in his stead to live with us. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Holy Spirit,
but my boy, he'll be here with y'all.
Keep an eye on you so you stay faithful in these streets.
Holy Spirit gotta be sick of us.
That is funny to me.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't be married and live in two separate houses.
Yeah, neither could I, bro.
First of all, my business mind is like, why are we renting? Why are we living in houses when we can rent this one and get extra income?
100%.
My brain is
financially,
like,
it don't make sense.
Out. Man, boy, if you don't bring yourself over here,
that's a good point.
We renting that house out. You live here. If you get sick of me, then there's a cave in the bottom for you. And if I get sick of you, I'm just gonna lock the door so I can be in here by myself.
Or you just get different wings.
How you gonna lock our bedroom? How you gonna do that?
If you're in the cave, you don't know. If you're in the man cave, you don't know that the bedroom is locked. You down there for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours. You don't even know that the door's locked. The house could be on fire, but if you're in the man cave, you won't know. You won't know until I summon you or send a picture summoning you to the bed chambers. Hey, sir, click, click.
A picture to summon you to the bed chambers.
Sir, it's about that time, huh? Okay.
Listen.
I need to come home and see that thing. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way you're gonna be out of here. I need to come home so I can just smack it when you go upstairs. Like, you feel me?
Right. You can't virtually smack it.
Yeah, exactly.
So, definitely. I couldn't really. It wouldn't do nothing for me necessarily. I mean, I like it being in. But listen, y'all. Speaking of smacking it.
I knew you was gonna do that. I set up the assist for you, my guy. Come on.
Speaking of smacking it,
actually, I did.
Goss.
No, you didn't.
I said smack it. Did I not say smack it first?
Okay. Corleone.
You gotta take my credit, Key, and I'm sick of it.
Y'all have ruined this segue. Yeah, I mean, like, we had a perfect segue.
I'm sick
and y'all
of
just ruined the daggone segue.
Because Key be on some OD stuff, always coming from my neck.
You shouted out my mustache at the top of the chat. It's.
I mean, you said it, not me.
No, she said it off camera.
I said it off camera.
You brought it
on camera and started talking about it. So it's all bets is off. We going in. You gonna get this work all day.
I'm with the smoke. Let's go.
All right, let's go.
So
here's what happened.
I'm absolutely sure Solomon did not live with his 700 wives.
I think he could have, honey.
Nah, there's no house big enough. Ain't no mountain high.
So here's what happened. Let me tell y'all about Chance. Let me tell y'all about this boy. The boy who quote is totally good with preaching at this church. This church event.
Preaching? Is he preaching at the church?
He's gonna be preaching.
No, he wasn't preaching. No, he was performing music. They had a preacher.
You don't think he's gonna not talk in between his songs?
I don't know. It might not be in the contract. Like, look, nigga, you're gonna perform these songs when you get off the stage. Don't talk. Don't say nothing.
On his tour, he does that. He preaches on his tour. Okay, he's definitely going to preach.
That's true. Yeah, he do be preaching. Yo, low key, he be leading them cats to worship on his show.
That's what I'm telling you. So again,
and they be worshiping.
So again, the person that quote once is okay with preaching at this.
I did it. I came from.
We got video of this session of this twerk session.
No. Why would we provide video on this church session? We are still theoretically a Christian show.
Because I'm
not trying to hurt nobody.
He was dubbing and slapping and clapping. It was a lot.
So out in Jamaica, for one day, they got this thing called Carnival. Okay, now
Carnival happens a little bit everywhere. Like I would say Brazil is the one that really did it start in Brazil? I think it started in Brazil.
I don't know.
Anyway, go ahead.
Now,
facts.
The culture, the culture at these international festivals is pretty much that girls wear no clothes and they twerk it for hours and hours. But from what I understand, this is not because American women and America in general is so over sexualized. Anything that we see where women are naked, we think is terrible and wrong. And what are they doing? But if we go back to us in Africa, like we was doing that in Africa. You know what I'm saying? We was doing that before we came over here to America. So I think this is why it's just in our black people's systems to go crazy and dance and get that rhythm when the beat comes on. You know what I'm saying? Guys might hit one of these. You know what I'm saying? Guys might hit the little two-step joint, and girls might want to shake they clappers. You feel me? But I'm learning to accept what is what, you know what I'm saying, and what is not. So we can't let America brainwash us into thinking that this is necessarily a bad thing. Now, your man Chance the Rapper, Bishop Chance the Rapper, a married man, by the way. You feel me? He was in Jamaica. And he was getting that thing thrown back on him by a local. Now people were in outrage because they was like, Chance, you gotta relax, bro. You married, right? And I think sometimes, in our American minds, we feel like this girl is going crazy on me. I'm about to get this number and I'm about to take her home, right? Because that's how we're over sexualized in that way. Chance, on the other hand, was just like, and the girl dancing was just like, no, it's just a dance. This is what we do. It's our culture. Y'all got to relax. Now,
so 15-second, 20-second experience. Go ahead.
I think the question is a little longer than that, but I think it was a slow-mo. I think the question is it okay if you are in a relationship, a marriage per se? Can you catch the twerk if that's not from your wife?
I think that is the question, Goss, is can you catch the twerk if it's not from your wife?
Can you catch the cakes?
Was turning the big 3-0 on April 16th. He's got the same birthday as my little brother. And he was in Jamaica at the Carnival. He did a lot of things in Jamaica. I mean, he was actually at the UN out there. He was doing all kinds of things. He was on his tour joint. You know what I mean? It's his birthday. So I don't even know if his wife is with him or not. We don't know. It's his birthday. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Y'all thought it was one chick no, there was like 3 or 4 of them things that was shaking it on him. I had to research. So doing the research, it's like, oh no, it wasn't just the, no. He was and it was very jovial and jokish or whatever the case may be as well. So Key, you raised your hand. I'll come back. Go ahead, Key. Get in it.
So, as someone, well, first of all, I'm going to acknowledge that Charles said if they may have an understanding that we don't know about, and if there's a mutual agreement, who are me to judge? As somebody who has dubbed dudes down in my day, I would not, as a married woman, dub a dude that was not my husband down. Okay, where's Mel? MVP. Mel has known me since I became a believer. Mel has seen me in action at parties. There is no way I would do what I do at these parties with a man that's not my husband. Nor would I allow my husband to do what I've done to other dudes at parties. No.
Listen,
Mel knows my body, so she absolutely does. Don't ask her; she ain't gonna tell you, but she do know.
Listen, so this
but
ain't
not
my
Keto. But as a professional twerker, as you were, and you probably still are, do you feel like
talk about how her knees are still good?
Do you feel like that for you is just a dance and that's it? You know what I'm saying? Like you're not trying to really get crazy with the dude. You're just trying to dance for 3 songs and that's it.
Where is Tasha? Tasha always be talking about.
But I was single.
I was single.
But you weren't twerking with intentions. You were just twerking because the song was on. That's what you do.
I mean, I may or may not have been turning these dudes out. Listen, man. Okay.
Oh, you was going crazy like there, man.
I was going crazy a little bit. I was out here.
So the twerk drinks was the lead in. The twerk was I'm about to get you with this twerk, and then you're gonna take me to Waffle House.
I'm not going to the Waffle House. You gonna get this work, and you're gonna take me to Ruth Chris, sir. First of all.
Oh, the twerk was that crazy.
The twerk, and then second,
I mean,
if I liked you though, if I like, but
Chris only stay open for so long. Is it? I mean, are we really?
Not open
we twerking? We twerking at noon? Are we twerking
Chris tomorrow morning? After we wake up, you're gonna take me to Ruth Chris.
Ruth Chris don't serve brunch.
After we wake up,
they don't serve brunch. They only serve dinner.
No. I think they've got like a late brunch.
It's fine. Listen,
I am following you. I'm just telling you. I don't know if you staying the whole day with dudes or you just.
I told you I was wilding out in these streets, right?
Mr. Legacy Jones, cakes for steaks.
Usually they leave.
But here's the thing, but the thing behind it is so let's say if you like a dude, you're gonna double a little extra with him. If you find the dude attractive, or if you like him, or if if there's some sort of chemistry or attraction.
Yeah.
I just personally would not put myself in that position to put my backside upon a man's situation and rub. I get that America has hypersexualized black bodies. That's not lost on me. that America has hypersexualized black people. That's where the whole Mandingo trope came from. They want the big black man is the man you want because he's a Mandingo warrior. That's what got Jonathan Majors got. Messing with them anyway. So I get it.
Why are we trying to protect him? That's another story, though.
I'm not protecting him. I'm saying the trope that he brings to the table, which is why he was probably passed through the ranks without giving accountability for the.
No, I'm saying black people in general, like they're not really talking about this. They're trying to protect it.
Listen. So the Mandingo trope, the Sapphire, the Sarah Barton, all of the big like they've hypersexualized what our natural bodies look like. However, there's a certain form of dancing that just should not be. Like I said, if him and his wife got an understanding, and I guess that's him and his wife. I can't say nothing about what him and his wife got. We love Tiana and Iman, so we found out them niggas was swinging. You understand what I'm saying? So if they have an agreement, I can't. That's how y'all run y'all's marriage. I'm saying, as for me and my house, if I'm married, I'm not dubbing anybody but my husband. You're not gonna see me at Carnival backing it up on some random dude or some police officer or whatever the case may be. If there's somebody behind a big truck, it's my husband.
Okay. Got you.
I feel that.
Bree.
Bree, do you be twerking, Bree?
Huh?
You can twerk.
Mother Brina said,
Mother Bree said, you saying
I don't speak that language.
Bree, don't tell me that you was out here twerking before.
I was not.
I'm about to say, you don't attract me as a twerker. Okay.
At least not. My parents watch this podcast, so I ain't saying nothing.
At least not on camera.
You said you're not gonna set me up. Not today.
No, not answering that.
But go ahead.
No, but I feel like
you don't throw it back for a real one.
For a real one?
You're not gonna bust it open for a real one.
Y'all is wilding.
Brina gonna bust open that oil for a real one. Rakata pop pop. Yes, that's the only thing Brina busting open for a real one. Okay.
Y'all crazy. No. I feel like we would not be having this conversation if, number one, if Chance was single, this really would not even matter. And the fact that he's professed that he's a Christian and
gonna be preaching.
He stated that several times. Yeah, and he's headlining a Christian event, so this is now newsworthy. I just feel like it's not a good look because he's married. And it's just like, at what point do Christians start like taking God seriously? Like,
never.
Come on, Mother Bree, bring us back to.
I'm just saying, because it's like,
used to.
If it was anybody else, like, we would be having a completely different conversation. Like,
that's a fact.
Yeah,
if it was anybody else,
this is just ridiculous. Like, if video leaked of Jonathan McReynolds, we would be having a different conversation.
Oh, I know Jonathan be getting
surprised. I tell you that though, I wouldn't be surprised.
I know Jonathan be getting it thrown back video.
I wouldn't be surprised at all. Listen. I'm just saying. We all know how the internet went crazy when Chandler Moore and his wife got married, and she was twerking on him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that was the first time that she's ever twerked on him. First and foremost. Plus, it was a little silly, but that's so. It's just the way.
Yeah, so Green twerks.
Listen, so
it's the legacy.
Listen, so many factors here. Is it so? Okay.
About the cape, y'all. Watch it.
You said I'm about to cape. I'm not gonna cape. I'm gonna say whatever is okay with their marriage is what okay is with their marriage. You know what I mean? I do think it was a little ridiculous that people was talking about Chance out here cheating. Like that was a little wild. You know what I mean? At the same time, I say this as a cat that you won't catch nobody. I would never be in that situation. Because I do think that could be considered disrespectful to my wife, myself. You know what I'm saying? Me personally. So that's not a situation I would ever find myself in, probably for many reasons. But yeah, I mean, it's so that's where I'm at. So Chance being a married man, I would say it's not the best look, but whatever they decide is whatever. Boom, boom. It was his birthday. That was wild, and he's in a different country. I figured if he in a different country on his birthday, I'm feeling like the wife is probably with him. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know if she's the one that had the camera. We don't know. I say that because there was multiple women backing it up on Chance, and somebody shooting all the videos with the same angles. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's just, you know, what I'm saying. But no, I mean, I'm not ready to jump to where Twitter's jumping with it, but I do believe as a Christian man, you do want to kind of watch that. But at the same time, as everybody's already said, we do over-sexualize everything in America, as I've been saying for the last 3 weeks. And now, you know, I'm just saying we do that. We do that here. We over-sexualize everything. So, you know, it becomes a to each his own type situation. And Tasha, you late. We was talking about what we was talking about, and you ain't even add your commentary. We was talking about
Tasha's on the phone. That's why. Listen,
ooh,
Tasha's on the
phone. See. Anyway, that is what it is. So yes, y'all tell us in the chat what y'all think about Chance. I think y'all already have for the most part. You can definitely make sure to comment below. Let us know, you know, was Chance in the wrong, Chance in the right? It don't really matter. It is what it is. Is it a bad look for a Christian? Is it not? Well, I mean, is it okay? I mean, some of y'all don't believe it's okay for married people to be grinding on each other in public. So I don't know.
Wait, is that okay for married people to be grinding on each other in public?
Some people believe that. Remember what Chandler Moore got? Remember
y'all finna be mad.
We had this conversation.
Y'all finna be mad because when I get married at my reception,
that's what happened with Chandler at his reception.
Listen, don't play juvenile. Y'all finna watch me act up on my husband at my reception. Do you understand me? If I could get in the handstand, I would. Like, y'all finna watch me act up. Don't come to my wedding if you're religious. You gonna see me throwing things in circles, squares, dodecahedrons. I'm throwing it. I'm just throwing it. You understand me? Okay, don't come to my wedding.
Yeah, so Trisha's down with the public twerking on the mirror within the confines of the marriage situation. But yeah, Mo said it. All that really matters is how his wife feels about it. So how do y'all feel about the fact that he is out here twerking on chicks in Jamaica at Carnival, and then he's actually going to be doing this event at this joint? And I think next week. How y'all feel about that? Y'all, for those that keep up, I caped the Chance for the event that he's got coming up with, and I still feel the same way about it for the most part. I mean, anybody could have been caught out here twerking. Listen. I still feel the same way about it, but let us know what you guys got to say. Twerks for Jesus MVP, is that what it is?
It's because if it was his wife, I wouldn't have had an issue. If his wife was back there throwing it in a circle at Carnival, I'd be like, I mean, and he took her home, the end. But because it's like random girls that we don't know, like it gives well, first of all, this world is rapidly decaying. So the standards.
Ain't that what people do in strip club? I mean, ain't that what people do at Carnival though?
It is what people do at Carnival. I'm saying as a believer though,
yeah,
I think there's a certain level of, there's a different standard. You're not of this world anymore. You in it, but you're not of it. So there's another set of rules that you ascribe to. And if Chance is professing being a believer, and he at Carnival with random girls, and he don't know, throwing it on him, me personally as his wife, I would be like, hey, like even if we had that understanding, hey babe, keep that off the internet at least, so that people are not questioning it. But he finna be at somebody's church in a couple of weeks, talking about Jesus. After he had all kinds of red, black, and yellow G-strings sliding up and down his situation.
Hey, okay, Jesus still reigns even after I got twerked on.
I didn't say he didn't reign. I'm saying your witness is compromised, huh? He's on the throne, but your witness is a little shaky, my guy. That when Judah said Jesus gonna look at you like, come on, nigga. That's come on, nigga. Like
that's a fact.
Yep.
Because you was wild.
Listen. So that is what it is. I don't know that we came to a real answer for this, and what's not. I guess it's.
I mean, if you're comfortable with your pastor doing it, then I guess Chance could do it too. If you could see your pastor at Carnival with chicks throwing it on him, then I guess Chance. I mean, I know culturally that's what goes on at Carnival.
Somebody's pastor is different than Chance the Rapper, though, right? No,
is he not going to be on a platform proclaiming Jesus?
Do you know how many people are on platforms proclaiming Jesus?
This is why we don't book secular artists at Christian events.
I knew she was going to go back there. I knew she was going to go back there.
Help us, Bree. Help us on today.
I was waiting on it.
Listen, I was listening to what KB on something. I think it might have been his podcast. KB was like, look, for one, y'all be doing too much. Y'all don't understand. All these people that be on these platforms singing and rapping and doing things for Jesus, y'all don't know how they live. Y'all have no idea. Some of these cats ain't even Christian. And you be straight on, get it on, enjoying it, praising God with the gift that God gave them. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Yeah. So let's keep it moving here. Listen, so a little bit darker, just because it's getting out of hand. I don't know. Like, this gun violence is silly, right? Just all the stuff that's going on with gun violence in kids. You know what I mean? Whether it's kids being killed, whether it's kids doing the killing, it's just getting really really dark and crazy. And like I said, I just feel like we got to do something when we're talking about kids, right? And so, of course, we're talking about Ralph Yarl, and of course, he's going to pick up his two siblings, and he goes to the wrong house. It's dark outside. The addresses were similar, and through the screen door, an 85-year-old man shoots him in the head, and as his body dropped to the ground, shot him again, and theoretically left him there to die. By the grace of God, Ralph still is with us. By the grace of God, Ralph is actually now walking around. By the grace of God,
that part,
4 or 5 days later, he's still talking and actually a little upset that he's going to miss his next jazz band concert after being shot in the head. By the grace of God. And so it's just crazy, the gun violence. Of course, we go right from that to what has happened in Alabama at the Sweet 16 party, where the kids have just been arrested, 2 brothers for shooting up that spot. I think 34 injured, 4 dead. It's just, here we go again. You know what I mean? Same old story, different day. And, I don't want to, we could go on day for day for all these stories of just gun violence amongst minors, or happening to minors, or being done by minors, and just thoughts in general over the craziness.
That man looked mad deranged. That old man, he looked legitimately deranged, like he wasn't well. And so my thought process is, if he doesn't seem like he's in his right mind, why was he living alone? He does not look like, I'm looking in his eyes. I'm like, either he is possessed or he is crazy, but either way, he shouldn't be by himself with a gun. And the way we pity pat, I'm not trying, I run the risk of sounding racist. I hope I don't offend anybody. I'm trying to low key care about it, but the way we pity pat white people and adultify black children, like, this is an 85-year-old white man who had a gun. He shot the boy, then stood over the boy and shot the boy again. And the boy was able to, but he's like not well in his head. He looks insane. Like, when they arrested him, he's like snarling into the camera. He looks crazy. And so the fact that he was allowed to even have a gun with very clear mental issues, with very clear chemical imbalances, he's allowed to have a gun. And black people can't even have wallets, my nigga, or brushes, or phones, or like, you can't have nothing and it not be perceived as a weapon. This man pulled up and he was taken into custody completely alive. He was taken into custody alive after attempting to murder a child. Because Ralph is young. What is he, in his 20s? If even?
No. He's just a 14-year-old teenager.
He's a child.
He's a child.
You tried to kill a child. And so the open season, the way these folks have declared open season on black children, black boys particularly, it's Tamir Rice again. It's Trayvon Martin again. It's all black children all over again, with white people who are scary. Now, part of this to blame, in my opinion, is the media, because the media has painted us as these dangerous, horrible, criminal people. It's either you're a criminal and you're dangerous, you're a swindler, you're a mammy, or you a hoe. But it's never, we can be multifaceted and multidimensional. It's only these things. We are either dangerous or to be sexualized. And so that's my biggest issue. And that they keep giving crazy white boys guns. You can look in the man's eyes and tell you he a few sandwiches short of a picnic, but you keep giving him guns. And that's my biggest issue. The crazy people having access to guns in a way that black people could never. I feel like if black people started arming up like militias the way black people would, the way white people do,
we'd finally get some kind of gun control.
Would be passed in hours. If we started operating like a militia, baby, the game would change.
Yeah.
That's a fact. It's crazy. I mean, the whole situation is crazy. And I was having a conversation with my pastor earlier today, just with the increased gun violence everywhere. Like everything was going on. He was naming stuff that I didn't even know about that happened. And then he was telling me when he was growing up that all his friends had guns. So it was nothing for like him to ride around with somebody with a gun, or his friends and his friends' parents have guns and things like that. So it's like the people that have the guns, like you were saying, Key, aren't necessarily the good, like the right people to have guns, whether it's mental health stuff or whether it's like racism stuff or things like that. But it's like, how do we stop it? You can't stop. Like, you can't not get somebody a gun. Like, you can't tell somebody that you can't have a gun because you're racist. Like, there's no test to
and it's not like a driver's license where if I've had a gun my whole life and now I'm extremely old and no longer in my right mind, somebody comes and takes that. It's not like a driver where that happens with a driver's license. Anyway, go ahead. My bad.
It should, though. I mean, if it could kill people, if it's a thing that can kill people, you should be tested for it regularly. The same way you have to reapply for your license, the same way they got to monitor to make sure you get. If it's something that can harm a person, you need to be tested for that joint annually.
Yeah, I agree. I'm with that.
Brina.
Mel said, if it's me or you, it got to be me. That's why she owns several guns. I understand. Because as black women, baby, we take the hits the worst. Period.
That's true. I just think in this country, owning a gun is like considered like a God-given right and a badge of honor. And it's kind of hard to just say, like, you think, well, we got white supremacists just, shooting black people, but it's not even that. These white boys are just killing everybody for no reason. And it just keeps happening. And so it was really sad. I saw a story of a young lady who pulled into the wrong driveway in New York. And she was shot.
That happened too in the last week. Yeah.
So it's like, it's too much at this point. And when it happens, it's not a surprise. It's just extremely unfortunate. I don't see this country like trending in the right direction to try to solve it because guns are too lucrative. And it's crazy. It's crazy. It's just really sad.
Yeah. So
it's really sad.
And of course, you're going to hear what about Chicago's? Whatever the case may be, you're going to hear that too. Like I said, I'm just like, listen, I ain't trying to take your guns, but we do have to have more gun control. I think what we were saying earlier, I mean, we do it for driver's license. Why don't we do it with people's gun? I mean, theoretically, everybody should have, their gun should be registered, all that kind of stuff. You should maybe need to go to the DMV and prove, or some shooting range or something, and prove that you can still handle this thing correctly. And not only that, but you're still in the right mindset. You know what I mean? As soon as, any kind of dementia or anything else just, starts to set in, whatever, or just mental health issues as well, just in general. If you've had, mental health issues in the past, or maybe you have a record, or I don't know, just the stuff needs to be monitored better. And so I know there's no quick fixes for this stuff, but I feel like our politicians are acting like there's no fixes.
I don't think they're acting like there's no fixes either. I think they're setting us up for something where they demand that we give up our guns. Like they're going to create their own militia to police us in a way because we're too dangerous to be left to our own devices. I think that's the ultimate goal. That's just me thinking off the Y'all are letting this go too long for a reason. There's not the government ain't slow. They ain't stupid and they ain't blind. They see what's happening. But I think they're trying to usher us into this kind of situation where they police us in a way that we've never been policed before. And they will let it go so far and get so many people harmed and so many people hurt that we are dying that we'll accept any solution.
We'll see. We shall see. But it's just horrible. Like literally, you can think of all these kids dying within the last 3-4 days, like, you know, or getting shot in the last 3 or 4 days. It's crazy. And I'm tired of coming on here and talking about it every week. I would love to see people do something about it. Do something about it. Like I said, there's just got to be more control, restriction, something. And then, man, I'm just glad this boy is okay. I'm glad, you know, he seemed to have a bright future, you know, and whatnot. So it's seeming like at this point, he is going to recover well.
I absolutely do.
He's home now.
His mind, yes, he is back home now already. So I just pray that his quality of life, you know, is the same as it was before. And from a trauma or PTSD standpoint, that the blood of Jesus would wash his mind, his conscience of all sin and dead works. You know what I mean? So it's a lot. It's a lot. So
it's a mess.
Y'all let us know what y'all think. What we gonna do about these gun laws? What we gonna do about these kids getting shot?
Florida about to have its own military soon. I believe it.
Goodness.
Charles said, I suspect that martial law is coming and do. Judon said it's set up for the Antichrist and is.
Jesus in therapy. Amen. Amen. So listen, y'all, make sure to like and subscribe. Please do all the things. Share this out if you enjoyed yourself. You know what I mean? Just tell somebody about what we do here every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Tastemakers Pod. Wow. You know, if you're really, really, really feeling us, definitely make sure to go ahead and join the Patreon as well. We be in the Patreon chat cutting up. We got the game nights monthly. Matter of fact, I think we got one coming up this week. And we've got the Patreon Zoom calls where we just chill and hang with y'all. Just everybody's on camera and we just joking, rolling, talking about a little bit of everything. But you can literally scan your phone right here on the barcode if you're looking right now on your laptop or on your tablet or maybe on your TV. Just, you know, scan the barcode, join the Patreon. We would love to see you. And we appreciate y'all's support. You know what I mean? We got bills over here, you know what I mean? And then we're also trying to find ways to further grow the channel. So your help means a lot. And we definitely appreciate y'all for anything. Maybe you don't want the commitment of the Patreon. Maybe you just want to send a Cashapp. It's right there, right down there. Tastemakerspod. You could support us there.
Be quiet. I knew you was going to say something, Goss.
And so, you know, you could do all that. You know, I've got all the words in the world that I can give you right now, Goss, and I shall not because I am civilized.
Man.
I am civilized. Like there's a reason why I have to push that. Anyway, so
why Goss got his button on his Adam's apple? Can anybody explain why Goss's Adam's apple is tucked away?
Yeah. What did change, Goss? How did we go from the open collar to the closed collar?
Oh, I've always rocked my stuff like this. I like it like this.
But I'm just saying, a second ago, it was, all show it's been open.
Right. You've been giving us baby chest hair the entire time, and now all of a sudden you buttoned up.
I don't want to make my sister stumble, so I got to cover everything up.
Oh, Lord.
I've been working out, so I don't want to, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I, for one, am not moved by your chesticles. I mean, you have them out all the time. Anyway.
That's what you say live, but
that's what I'm saying in secret.
Y'all is straight wilding. I think we're gonna have it this Sunday night. So that's what it should be. Game night should probably be this Sunday.
I want to what's the name? Tiffany said there's a mass shooting every 15 hours.
That's probably the average. It's probably not every 15, but if you take,
I'm saying that's the average.
Yeah, no,
but that's still a lot. Even if it's not an actual number, but just thinking about that's wild.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, that's wild. I don't know. I mean, my parents was at the beach at Virginia. My parents, my wife and kids was at Virginia beaches, and I was just thinking, like, man, what if something popped off at the beach? Like, you got to always think, what if something popped off? Which is just a horrible.
Wild.
That's not free. That's not home of the brave, land of the free. That ain't what that is, because your mind ain't free if you anxious, worried about your kids going to school. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Your mind ain't free.
That's a fact.
If you got to worry about your teenagers going to a Sweet 16 party. You know what I mean? So it's just...
we
got to do better.
So, update on my DJ journey.
Oh, good Lord.
So, check me out. Peep me. I've gotten good enough. Like, I can DJ a whack church event. If there's any whack church events, call me.
What?
That's the first level. That's
specifically a whack one.
Nah, I can't do the good ones yet. But if it's a whack one,
this is self-awareness. I appreciate it.
Hey, man.
Yeah. Like, if it's one of those old churches that are like, we need to do something for the youth. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
pick up DJ Uncle Goss.
You know what I mean? Like, I can go out there. Like, I won't get your party started yet, but I can play music and transition and mix it a little bit and talk on the... I've learned if I can talk on the mic crazy, transitions don't matter. So I gotta
because it becomes part of the transition. You talk,
right?
It becomes part of the transition.
Right. So I was like DJing in my living room for like 3 hours last night, and like I was practicing talking as I DJ. And I was like, "Yo, this is it. This is the way."
So your equipment came in and everything already?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that. That's all.
I got that Pioneer DJ SR2.
Make a life.
Yo, listen. So right now I'm at whack church events.
Yeah.
My next level is gonna be like, I don't know.
Domination?
No, that's too much. That's too much pressure.
How long you been at it?
Just a couple weeks. Yeah.
Okay.
So listen, speaking
of a couple weeks.
Yeah. Speaking of domination, y'all, right now, if you are in RVA, Richmond, Virginia, if you're in Hampton Roads, if you're in Northern
everywhere,
if you everywhere, and you
bought that out of town to domination.
You know what I'm saying? Because people do be coming from out of town.
So I get VIP domination tickets, and I'm finna be dubbing on every Christian rapper I see.
Listen. No, don't do that. Listen, you can right now get a blind ticket. Okay, the blind tickets are only $10.
They're called walk by faith tickets. They're called
walk by faith tickets. Is that what they are? Not by sight. Not by sight tickets.
On the website, it says walk by faith ticket.
Walk by faith tickets. It's $10. You know what I mean? Or the price is definitely going to go up once we announce the 7 different artists that are going to be on. 7 or 8 artists. How many artists is it, Goss? Is it 7 or 8? It is too many. It always is too many. But before we announce, you get a blind ticket. You can go pick that up right now. We are limiting those tickets. So those tickets are going to probably run out very soon.
There's only 4 left.
Definitely get the $10 blind ticket. We might open it up a little bit more, just a little bit more. We'll see how people respond.
No, we're not.
But we'll see how people respond. You know what I mean?
They've responded already.
But we might. I mean, listen, it's only Wednesday. You know what I mean? And if we've got 4 more left, and I mean, normally we do a blind ticket all until we start announcing the artist. So maybe. You know what I mean? Maybe.
Can't afford it.
We'll see. We'll talk about it. So definitely get your blind tickets, as Goss doesn't want to open up more. So you want to definitely get them those as soon as you can. Snowfall series finale is tonight, Charles. Definitely. I will be checking that out probably after the show.
If you join the highest tier of Patreon, you can get a VIP ticket. You ain't got to worry about Goss being stingy with the tickets.
There you go. VIP ticket if you are in the highest Patreon level. Yeah. And y'all make sure to check y'all credit cards and y'all's debit cards in the Patreon too. We want to make sure that we are getting your funds every week, and you're just not enjoying the benefits, and we're not actually getting your funds. So please.
That's low-key kind of fire, though, that we sold a lot of tickets already, and people have no clue who's coming.
Yeah.
When are y'all releasing the lineup? I've asked that like 3 times already.
Next week.
Okay.
That's why it's blind ticket this week.
Okay.
So
walk by faith.
That's what it is.
You're gonna have chance clapping booties.
Hey, we might have chance. We'll see. We'll see how it works out.
Cancel.
Listen, last topic of the night. I've been seeing this a lot lately, especially on Twitter. And Domination this year is June 23rd, Tasha. And I literally, yes, June 23rd, Tasha. Thank you. And so I've been seeing this a lot, especially on Twitter, and I just feel like it's getting really out of control. We've been seeing a lot of students and teachers going blow for blow in these classrooms, in these hallways, in these schools. And It's crazy.
Yeah.
I guess we'll play this video real quick, Brina, but you can actually probably pause halfway through because I think she started showing her. She's doing, it's a lot going on. So, this is the latest that I've seen. I think this one, Dr. Umar actually said something about. And then we halfway in the flight. But yeah. You can.
Why we gotta show black people fighting?
Okay, we don't have to show fight. But never mind. We can scratch it. Yeah. The more I was Goss I was already having second thoughts about it, and then Goss said what he said. I'm like, yeah. Let's just not show that. The point is, you
channeling today. You are channeling your Freddie Haynes right now.
Oh, Freddie! That's my guy. Right now. You know I love Freddie.
I know you do, but I'm the button up and you got you bald headed with the beard. I'm like, oh, he on his Freddie Haynes right now. I see you.
Freddie be talking. Goss. I know who I'm standing in front of. I'm printing the preaching feet. No, I'm Lance Watson. So
I see you, Goss. I'm sorry. My bad.
That's my nigga, Freddie. I love Freddie.
I had to mention it. Quote, come on, man.
But Freddie sometimes
if you can put your liquid cocaine in the camera randomly, we can talk about Goss.
But Freddie be OD political sometimes. Like, give me more Jesus.
Show the liquid cocaine. Look,
and less politics.
Look. Pull it in the scope. Look at me, y'all. Look.
So
that's like the dude from Bel Air be taking all that coke.
We do want to see. Did you just call me Carlton?
Carlton be coked up.
He did.
Not unusual to be loved by anyone. Not cocaine, and I'm not addicted. I don't have a problem. So listen, what are y'all thoughts about this?
Bro, these students are over these teachers. They sick of it. They just gotta fight their way out of it. I'm with the students.
How are you with the students? How is this?
Because
even possible?
A student is just not going to like go crazy for no reason. Like all the teachers.
No. The student went crazy because the teacher took their phone in that one.
Yeah. No, I blame the phone. Like phones are a legitimate addiction. I wouldn't fight my teacher over a phone. Like my daughter now, she has to go to school. She has to.
I wouldn't fight my teacher over anything necessarily.
I didn't have teachers do horrible things to me, but I never fought a teacher behind what they did.
I was just raised better than that.
But that's how we was raised. This is 23. These kids are savages, bro. They want to fight over everything.
If my kids want to fight their teachers, I will knock they block off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't. Like you raised better than that. We don't go fighting teachers. If you got an issue with the teacher, you come tell me. Let me fight the teacher, dag nabbit.
Yeah.
What we talking about here?
I say that all the time,
Yep.
I don't understand knuckling up with an adult, because my thing is, if you knuckle up with a teacher and she box you like an adult, you can't cry. You ask for the smoke. But on the other hand, why are these kids so eager to fight? So here's my thing, right? Like, and I'm not to just blame only parents, but whatever culture you create at home, your kids will bring to school, right? And so, for instance, my kids, I know there's like my daughter and I were having a conversation, and she was telling me something about an area in her academia where she is tanking. I said, well, sister, I'm gonna need that phone from you. She was like, my phone. I said, if it's that big of an addiction, I'll just shut it off.
The phone be everything to them.
It's an addiction, and so they be spazzing. Like my daughter goes. She told me her teacher tells them that they have to check their phone into a phone cubby during class, and so she hides her phone at the bottom of the bag and acts like she. I said, so are you deliberately rebellious when a teacher tells you to check your phone? Bro, yes. You got an Apple Watch. If I need to communicate with you, I could just tell you can see it on the watch. You don't need the phone in your hand. And so the way these phones had these children like in a chokehold and mesmerized, that for me is wild. Like, why are y'all so addicted to phones? And then enough to fight a teacher, but then teachers nowadays are different than teachers back in the day. Teachers nowadays is like, oh, nuck if you want to, I buck. Like, and so the teacher will fight you back, because the teachers now, today's teachers are us. We are today's teachers.
Yeah,
we will fight you.
That's a fact.
This is scary. This is real scary. Imagine if that teacher had a gun.
Oh yeah, that's why we talk about giving teachers guns in schools to protect from joints, and then students want to act a fool. Now teachers gonna be shooting. Man, this is just not good.
That's not gonna work.
So, I just, like I said, if your teacher tell you to do something, you need to do it.
Whiteboards.
You know what I'm saying? if a teacher is being disrespectful to the point where you can't handle it or something like that, you need to escalate it to the principal. You need to give your parent a call, yada, yada, yada. Let your parent deal with the other grown spot. I need you to be respectful to the teacher and do what the teacher tell you to do. And if the teacher take your phone, they take your phone. And that's just kind of what it is.
Yeah, as a kid, you're not in a place to fight an adult. Anytime an adult has done anything to one of my children, I'm like, you tell me. I got hands. I got smoke. You don't got smoke. Your little baby smoke ain't gonna do nothing to the teacher.
Yeah.
Call me. I got smoke. They don't want it with me.
And I've only seen one video where the student has actually won the fight. Like the teachers are crushing these kids. You know what I mean?
Like the teachers are being weird position because the teacher can get sued, can go to jail. So you're putting the teacher in a weird position as far as defending itself. Like, what is the teacher supposed to do if a student starts to fight them? Do you not fight them back? Do you just try to contain them, try to mush them? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's difficult to be a teacher nowadays. Teachers are quitting too. Teachers
wasn't there a 6-year-old that just shot a teacher
in Newport News?
That was that's where I was raised, Newport News. I was Rich Neck Elementary. So the kid's mother has just been she's I think she's in jail now, or yeah.
Wow.
I never.
Because I mean, if your kid brings a gun to school and shoots somebody, that's your tell. Yeah. Be more careful. Yeah. You know what I mean? I hate to say it. I hate to be that cold, but be more careful. Why does your kid know where the gun is? How did the kid get a hold of the gun?
Your parents are mad lenient nowadays. Yes. I'm gonna tell y'all a story. It's gonna be on. It's online. Parents are mad lenient. Yo, my daughter was in 5th grade. What time is it? It's officially about to go into Tastemakers After Dark. Sorry, guys. Listen, my daughter came home from school one day, and she was like in the 5th grade, so she's like 10. I'm in the kitchen. I remember exactly what I was doing because I almost passed out when she asked me. She's like, "Mom, what's a dildo?" And I was like, "Yo, I froze." I was like, what? What? Why do you know? Who told you that word? Like, I'm mortified. I told you the story. She's like, "Well, because my friend in class says her mother got a drawer full of them." And I was like, "Yo, why does your classmate know this about their moms?"
This is crazy.
She goes to her mom's drawer all the time, and her mom got a drawer full of them. I'm like, "Yo, you don't put a lock on stuff like that."
Nah, that's crazy.
So imagine if that wasn't a drawer full of dildos. Imagine if it was a drawer full of guns. Like,
right.
Don't put parameters on your kids. First of all, I grew up in the era where you don't go in your mother's room. You don't just randomly go in your mother's room.
How about that?
If your mother catch you in her room, she finna beat the brakes off you. You don't just go up in your mom's room. You don't know what's in there. It's a magical, mystical wonderland. You don't know what's going on in your mom's room. Okay? Yeah. And now so it's just like, why, like, stop trying to be your kid's friend. You can be friendly without being their friend. I tell this to my daughter all the time. She's like, "Mom, you're my best friend." And I said, "And one day you'll be mine." You can't right now, though. You can't hold the weight of best friend secrets. I got best friend secrets, like stuff that y'all got to take to the grave. I can't give you that right now. At
Not
15,
to move at
16, all. 17. You can't be my friend. And I really need us to stop in an effort to gentle parent. There's a difference between gentle parenting and like abstract parenting. You can gentle parent without like taking all the borders and parameters and letting your child do whatever. And so the fact that kids have access to guns, the fact that these kids can punch teachers in the face with no repercussions, the fact you get suspended. I wish I would have punched a teacher in the face. My grandmother would have mopped me. It's like, yo.
It's a fact. It's bad out here in these streets. They should have kept prayer in schools.
That too. That
Those
part.
Crazy Democrats.
Listen, parents, just raise your kids, right? I know it ain't always easy. I know you work a lot, especially if you're a single parent. I know you're working a lot. You're trying to do all the things. But come on, y'all. Just raise them to respect authority and respect their elders, at least. And of course, we educate our children. If somebody is disrespectful for you, if somebody dares puts their hand on you, you quickly bring that back to your parent. I will definitely take care of the rest. Believe that. You know what I mean? And so, it's hard. I don't know. These teachers out here, they ain't being paid well.
Not enough.
They raising they raising some of y'all's kids because y'all ain't.
Facts.
And then kids want to square up on them. What kind of disrespect is this?
Nah, not square up.
Yeah,
I didn't have teachers be mean to me, and my parents have to come into the school. I didn't have teachers do crazy stuff to me. I didn't have teachers do crazy stuff to my kids, and I show up at the school like, "Hey, yo, what's your name?" Which is really good. I'm in the parking lot. I'm not going to meet the principal. I'm meeting you in the parking lot after school, man.
You're acting in the parking lot.
We're not going to. I'm not talking to the principal because it was you who did it. I don't need to go through the principal. You didn't go through the principal to hurt my kid, so I'm not going through the principal to fix this. I'm gonna see you at your car at 3:30. But like, wait.
Just low key, just watch out for them assault charges, though, please.
You got to catch me first. Listen, so
you got to catch me first. But like, who's your child? It's not for you to know. Don't do it again.
None of your business. But there's a level of respect I teach my kids. There's a level of honor that I'm instilling in my kids. Like, you don't got the authority to talk crazy to any adult. Now, if they talk crazy to you, you absolutely notify me because I will absolutely handle that. But like, I tell you to put your phone down because you texting on your phone, you on Instagram, you on Facebook, you on Twitter, you take it, you tweet, you on TikTok while you in class, and I'm telling you put your phone down so you can listen because you about to be Mr. Paper or Plastic because you're not paying attention, and you want to fight me? Nah.
It be like that sometimes.
That's wild. That's wild. So yeah, just please raise your children. You know what I mean? Please do that. Vice principals. And teach them to be respectful of their elders, of their teachers.
Sour powers. Wait, they make THC sour power? Tiffany, you from New York? Because I ain't heard sour power since the 90s. Tiffany, you gotta be from up north. Sour powers? I ain't heard that in a minute.
I don't even know what that is.
They call them sour straws now, but we used to call them sour powers. Tiffany is from New York and she is over 36. I don't know what part of New York you're from, but you're from New York.
Wait, that name sounds new. Tiffany.
Yes.
I don't think she introduced herself yet.
She might have. You probably wasn't here, Professor.
I've been here. What you mean? I've been here all show.
You're here. And
you might have been buttoning up your top button right when she said.
No, nigga, I was here.
Yeah. See, Tiffany from Brooklyn. I know that because sour power.
Tiffany just said Brooklyn.
What part of Brooklyn are you from, Tiff?
Lord Jesus.
What church you went to?
Listen.
What high school you went to?
So
called PS.
That
something.
Is what it is.
You can't be a PS in high school.
They don't got nobody in New York has regular school names. It's PS whatever.
PS stands for public school. PS 224. PS.
There's high schools are public schools.
No, because IS is intermediate school. And then high school, you don't say high school. You just call the school by its name.
You're telling me only public schools are elementary in New York?
Public school, elementary, all schools are public, but I'm saying they call it public school. When you get to, because they have to define, or primary school, primary school 224.
No, on
yes.
Hey Arnold, what's the boy? What's the boy with that fro? Gerald. Listen. Gerald went to PS 180.
If I don't get an invitation to Kiara's wedding, I'm crashing. Don't worry, you won't get an invite to you. Just don't.
Wait, what school did Arnold go to? Arnold went and Helga went to PS something.
I don't know.
I forgot.
It's public school or primary school. So all of the elementary schools are PS, whatever the number is. The number of schools. So it's 224, which means you're at the 224th public primary school in New York City. IS. I went to PS 224 in East New York. Then I went to IS 218 in New York because IS stands for intermediate school.
Why can't the schools get names?
Yeah, I always felt that was real. I was real jail-like that New York had the numbers.
It's mad lazy.
Block 254.
I mean, they all got. First of all, don't do that. Second of all, they have names, but we don't care. We do not care. We do not care about the names of this school. It's 224, PS 224. That's the name of the school. That's what we are calling it. Eh? The name of the school is Hale Woodruff PS 220, but we do not care about the name. It's 224, it's 218. That's where we go. And then when I got to high school, I went, depending on what part of Brooklyn you in, I went to the high school of fashion industries. Some of my friends went to Franklin K. Lane. Franklin K. Lane was a local school. So those schools got, we call us high schools by their names, but everything else, we don't.
Update. There's only 3 Domination tickets now left.
Ooh.
Look at it. Look at that. Well, I'll try to convince Goss to extend that a little bit.
No.
Shut up, Legacy.
But we shall see how that works out at all. So listen. Been a great show. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Again, make sure to like and subscribe, join the Patreon, all of the things. we gonna get up out of here. We got out of here a little early, y'all, and we carried on a little bit. And we went through 5 topics.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with
that. We went through 5 topics. Goss told a story. Like,
we all listen. Which is why you could have had room to tell your story. Tell us about your week. It would have been.
We got time for me to tell a story. I mean, I was trying to look out for the time. Listen, appreciate all of you guys for hanging out with us in the chat. It means the world with us that you spend your Wednesday nights with us here at the Tastemakers Pod. Just, bringing a balanced view of the culture. You know what I mean? Definitely from a Black Christian perspective. You know what I mean? We try to be balanced to do all the
Sean
things.
said Court was at Carnival. I believe it.
Yo, I'll be in Brazil probably at the end of July, early August, but Carnival already has popped off in Brazil. I think it was a couple weeks ago. So yeah. No. Shoot, y'all think the Jamaican Carnival or something? A Brazilian Carnival? Shoot.
I done seen them girls oiled up and miss, you is jiggling and jangling and shining.
Doing all the samba.
Like going on right now.
They do that thing. Yeah, that's crazy. Anyway, let's get up out of here on that note. You know what I mean? That be your girl Kiara. That's light skin Corey. That's Brina. They call me, quote, we are the Tastemakers, and we'll see you guys.
Hit it now, Bree. Hit it now.
Tastemakers.
Classic. We do more than make a living, we make a life. When everything is dark, we are the light. We are the Tastemakers. Aight. Let tomorrow tell the stories that we make tonight. We do more than make a living, we make a life. When everything is dark, we are the light. We are the Tastemakers. Aight. Let tomorrow tell the stories that we make tonight. For the movers and shakers, for the new Tastemakers, sommeliers came out to play. Classics in the current day. For the movers and shakers, for the new